Skid steer 236 rebuild part 2. Insert a screwdriver down low here to crack that loose. It is now loose. It spins in the normal threaded direction. That one comes out and gets set aside. And then we have this plate that comes off carefully and set aside. And now it's time to start cleaning all this stuff up. And here's where the poppet valves get pulled out and replaced. Here's a continuation. I have cleaned very well around each of those 4 pistons and their inserts, and I began working the one out with my pliers gently left, right, and it popped out easily. Continuing, we have pulled out the first valve there, and we have our new replacement valve, which came in a kit with all 8. So we'll use just a little bit of fluid off of there to lubricate the piston, which is going to go into the bottom of the hole, O-ring side, round part up. If you'll notice here, the old seal only had a single seal at the top, and unfortunately this kit, the new seals, or the new pistons, are shallow pistons with the wrong diameter drilled into them, so they don't even fit the unit. But the old piston fits inside the new sleeve and seals up, and the new sleeves have dual seals instead of a single. Here's the final removal of the last one. I've cleaned around it. It will come out gently like that, and that one appears to be missing the spring. That's interesting. All the others had a spring that goes up inside there, and if this one is missing a spring, I'll be replacing it with a new piston. This will also allow my machinist to get the proper depth for the other 3, and we'll get those bored out. So the spring wasn't there. I'm going to put it back the way I found it. Hopefully that's the way it's supposed to be. Anyone can chime in. I'd sure appreciate that. So we'll leave that old one, a little bit of clean oil on the new, and back in it goes, and snap. That is a done deal. There's what the completed looks like. Set the plate back on there. I've used a paper towel to push down each of the holes and get the excess fluids out. And I did a pretty neat job over here with the new China-made unit. So for about another 50 bucks a piece on eBay, you can get these new handles. Unfortunately, they don't have left side handles, only right side. So you're gonna undo the jam nut right there. I'm probably going to end up cutting that original handle and welding it on with that slide angle. This is hollow tube, as you'll see, and cutting it so it's about the same length. Overall, you're going to end up using that nut and shaft, and then welding the nut and shaft into the tube. So the proportions are equivalent. And back and forth a couple times. You can use a wire feed. I use a TIG, and makes for a final install where the handle is comfortable at the proper angle. With this reassembled, you should note that the swivel should be left, right, forward, back, square. So I have noticed on this and made a small tick mark in the tip of that, if it'll focus, so we know which side tips inward, and that's where it bottoms out, just like that. And now this is what they give you on the new handle. So gonna cut this off right about here and weld that on right about there, and cut the rest of that stuff off. There's the base of the old handle, and the base of the new handle threads in. So good luck.